Okay, you guys, welcome. Let's get over to comments. Everyone, let me know when you're here. When I see eyeballs just start popping on, we can get started. Definitely need you guys to give me feedback um, as far as voice and noise because Sue and I have been. Oh, I just let the cat out of the bag. So let me know that you can hear me, okay? And let me know. Good evening. Hello, Gail. So, Gail, how is the sound as far as me talking? Can you hear me? Hi, Marcia. Let me know that you guys can hear me, okay? Hey, Julie, Sean, Debbie. Awesome. Okay, so if everybody can hear me, sound is good. Awesome. Welcome to the last Thursday in December, and I have a special guest tonight. And let's bring her in. She is one of my most bestest stamping buddies. This is Sue Cruz coming live from Florida. Now, say
I'm not
hi.
that special though.
There you go. Oh, you're totally special. Are you kidding me?
Special ed.
That's all good. Sound is good. Everybody good. Okay. And Penny's here. Yeah, Sue and I, actually Sue and Gail and I, and a bunch of other girls, we met at convention, Stampin' Up! Convention in Las Vegas, and that was in 2001, because that was the first year I went to convention. And Sue, I think you had been, what, the year before?
Nope,
Because you saw,
nope.
that was your
I
first year too to
the
convention?
one the year before was Minneapolis, and
Yep.
my upline said, "Oh no, it's too expensive. We can't go to that."
What? And it was
Yeah,
in Minneapolis?
yeah.
Hey, Peggy.
She was my
So,
upline for like 10 minutes.
oh, that's unfortunate. But I'm glad it worked out that we met in Las Vegas because, it's been over 20 years. Mm, happy to have you. So I thought it would be fun for you guys to have. I've wanted to have this guest stamper for a while. I've been trying to work it out, and Sue and I have been practicing all week, like several times. Hey, Rose. So, Sue, can you see the comments coming through now on your
No,
screen?
I was going to tell you. You got to tell me if
Dang
there's
it.
comments for me because
Okay.
I said,
So,
if
Deb
I
Culbertson says hi, Sue.
hi Deb,
Penny says double trouble.
pretty
All
much.
right, so that's one more thing we got to figure out is the comments.
I can get the
So,
comments, but then I can't get anything else.
oh, it's one or the other,
Yep,
comments or seeing what's
yep,
going on.
yep.
Ugh. So, more testing. Hi, Rose. Awesome. Okay, so what we're doing tonight, what I thought was not too strict, but I thought we picked two stamp sets that we both have. So we picked Friends Are Like Seashells and Ranunculus Romance. Um, I barely got my new catalog stuff last week. I don't know if Sue's got hers yet, and we were like,
Not till
we're not
Tuesday.
going to mess with it. Yeah. Hey, Judy's here from Tennessee, and Vicki Tillett's here. Awesome. We picked those two sets because we both have them. And how this is going to work, I'm going to demonstrate the first card using Friends Are Like Seashells. And then when I'm done, Sue's going to come on and she's going to show a card that she made. So I said you can either stamp it live with me or stamp it ahead of time and then just have it and talk about, what you did. So then she's going to do that. And then she's going to go into the next stamp set, the Ranunculus Romance. And you're only going to see her desktop. And then I'll come back and I'll show the one that I made. And at the end, we'll both come back together. So it'll be nice. So Sharon's here. Nice. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sean. Let me add and this is not going to be a smooth transition because we're just not that smooth. All right. So Friends Are Like Seashells. And at least, Sue, you can still hear me. So we can still talk. So Julie says, sounds like fun. So I've got Friends Are Like Seashells. I'm going to bring in the botanical layers because I just got that maybe a month or two ago and I haven't used it. And then Good Feelings, I'm going to use this one, but I'm only going to use like the top part of the words. So let's go. And the colors. I'm using Versamark and then Balmy Blue, Tahitian Tide, and Crumb Cake.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I like these. I wasn't too thrilled with the paper, holding the papers up together, Balmy Blue and the Tahitian. Let me get that. This scrap, it kind of looks like a dirty blue next to it, but as far as ink, it's going to work. So I need this piece to stamp my greetings, so we'll do that last. And I'm doing, this is a 4x6 card just because I wanted something different. So you cut it 8x6 and then score it in half. And then I've got this white. And I'll get Sue's measurements so I can add all of them to my blog for, all the cards. Yeah, Sue, I guess I'll have to have you send pictures to me of your cards so I can add everything. So 4x6, and I will probably have to make an envelope for this later, but that's fine. I like this just for a different size. All right, so we've got Tahitian Tide, white on the inside. I embossed this piece of vellum with the fancy embossing folder that will cut things out, this seashells folder, but I changed my mind and I don't think I'm going to use it on this project. So I'm going to save it. Hey, Irene. Sue, Irene Bosen's here.
Oh, hi, Irene.
Yeah. So this paper, Rose and I were just talking the other day, or was it yesterday or Tuesday? I can't remember. What's today? Thursday. I got this tea shop paper and I'm not thrilled with it really at all as far as the tea things go. Katie says hi, but I like the other side, the B sides. So all I'm going to do is I want this white edge to show, and I want to rip this just enough so it fits on here. Like I want hopefully no bigger than a 1/4 inch border. That's already bigger. Let me turn it this way. Nope. All right, rip just a teensy tiny little bit off of here. It's hard to rip just a little bit. All right, now that I take my time, it's not that bad. But I like this white bit to show. All right, and this corner looks a little wonky, but that's okay. I think this is part of a teapot. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. And eyeballing, I want it to be about here. And too much white, so I'm going to tear some of that off. Okay. So yeah, I like the Tahitian Tide. I like this polka dot side. I will probably save that bit. But who knows? I might not keep it forever. I have too much paper, right? All right, so I want to stamp some tone on tone underwater leaves. So we're going to go with this one. And then some of the little ones from the Friends Are Like Seashells. So these are more solid. And a lot of this is going to get covered up anyway. So don't be shy with it. Like here, I'm going to have my greeting come in here probably. So the fact that the bottoms of them are there, that's fine. All right, let's do this. All right, that's enough for that. Then my seashells. So I've already stamped some seashells and cut them out. And where did I put those? Here we go. Because I didn't want to sit here and cut a whole bunch out on camera, but I am going to cut 2 out. So I've got starfish, some of these shells, a sand dollar. Oops, that's for something else. And let's get a piece of white. So I'm going to do, I stamped this one in Tahitian. So I just need a little scrap. I'm going to do this bigger shell in Balmy Blue. And hopefully it won't be too ugly. All right, stamp that. Yeah, Irene, I'm glad you could catch us too. I'm glad Sue was up for doing this. So, yeah, like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. So hopefully Gail will be my next victim. And then maybe I can get some other people. All right, so the balmy blue, here the ink looks a little darker. I stamped this one just about an hour ago, so maybe this will lighten up some. But we're going to hand cut these. Yikes. Oh, and by the way, Sue and I did not tell each other which colors we were going to use, which papers. We wanted to see if we would end up using anything the same. Something dinged. I think that's on my end.
I have no dinging going on.
It's probably mine. And I put my, do not disturb. That's one thing. When I updated my phone to iOS 16, like the do not disturb was different. Like it's in a different spot. Not really a fan. Oh, you know what? That's coming in text on my iPad. That's why I'm hearing it. As long as you guys don't hear it, that's fine. I'll just be annoyed by myself. I'm kidding. It's not. All right, so now there are dies for these, but there's no way I'm dragging up my big shot on here and shaking the table. That's why I did cut these ahead of time. All right, before we get this going as far as assembly, so do you notice that this is sparklier? I don't know if we can even see. Well, I hit these with Wink of Stella, and my goal was to have it act like a watercolor pen and like blend some of the colors. So let me do these balmy blue ones first. So I'm just taking my Wink of Stella and all over. And oops, nope, now we'll go to this one. And it does take a minute, but you can draw a little bit of the color out. Obviously, if it's fresher ink, it's going to work better. I've seen people that have, like they keep Wink of Stellas for like a bunch of colors, like they have one for every color. That's not me. So you run it clear, and then we'll move on to the Tahitian. All right. So at least it's getting glittery, but it is not getting as much watercolor movement. I wonder if I would have done it on watercolor paper. But then I would have had to get my Stamparatus out, don't you think so? Because you never get a really good image on the watercolor paper.
It could be because you stamped them a while ago too.
Yeah. Well, we're going to just have to roll with it. Okay, so I've got my seashells. Let's get this on here. I like that. This corner still looks a little bit wonky. Okay.
You can't see it from a plane.
That's what Diane says. But some things I swear you can see from a plane. Yeah, can't see it from an airplane. All right. All the glue to make Rose happy. All right. Now, what else do I have? Oh, look at that. I was supposed to put little dots on it. Let's go back to the Tahitian. I don't know if these are supposed to be air bubbles coming from fish or what, but let's get a few in there. And clean as I go. All right, so I also have 3 different ribbons. So I've got the Tahitian Tide Glimmer ribbon, or metallic woven. Then this sheer Pool Party. So Pool Party, it seems to go well with a lot of different blues because on the roll like this, it definitely looks Pool Party. But when you peel it off, it looks barely bluish. So I think it's going to work. So Sharon says, I don't even hear Sue's clock ticking like usual. Funny. I didn't know you could hear her clock ticking.
Oh yeah, people have said that before.
I've never noticed that. Even
But you can,
when I watch you and I can hear you when I'm not, doing sign language at work. All right.
you can see my fan spinning though.
Yes. Yep. I can usually see it, like, I guess, like from the light. All
Mhm.
right. I'm just gonna tie up a little bit of this. I'm gonna do a loop and then tie it with some of this linen thread. So, like, keep these together. And actually, you know what? I need to put a block. All right, hold that down with a block and then just peel off some of this and just tie this in a bow or a knot. I'm going to tie it in a bow and we'll see. All right, and I do want to move this up a little bit if I can, if I didn't tie it too tight. All right, there we go. It's funny that they can hear your clock. Is it like a, what do you call those?
It's a really cheap Walmart clock.
Okay, it's not like the cuckoo, cuckoo, like,
No, no, no. No, it
okay,
just, you can hear it when the hands move.
that's funny. Because at my sister's house, they have a cuckoo clock and it is super loud.
Our
And
neighbor has one that does bird calls on the hour.
oh, funny.
That sucker scared the crap out of me one day.
I guess you get used to anything though.
Yeah.
I mean, really. All right, that's looking a little weird, but uh, I'm okay with it. I just wanted like the three different ribbons together. All right, mess with this, mess with this. Hey, Jamie Gibbs, you are here and you're going to get to meet my friend Sue, who is now from Florida, previously from the wonderful state of Minnesota. All right. All right. Now let's do this. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I'm going to hate to cover that up. Jeez. All right, let's bring in some glue dots. So I'm putting the ribbon on first, just because I want to make sure I get it in the right spot so that we can see it, because I want it up in the corner. All right. And then we're going to add some of our shells. And I may not use all these, so I want that one there, I think. Gotta have a big one. Yeah, I want these ribbons to kind of hang out over top. And I do want some of these popped up and some of them not popped up. Ooh, I'm liking that. All right, sand dollar's gonna go down flat. So see what I mean by most of this, the greenery is gonna end up cut up or covered up. Okay, ooh, I like that. All right, popping these up. Yeah, when we were going through our list of what did we have the same, I was surprised that we didn't have more similar, because Sue and I usually tend to gravitate towards similar things. I'll tell you, it's always hard that first order from the mini catalog to put in to know what do you want to, what do you have to have like immediately. All right, now this was gonna go there, and this down here. Ooh, I like all of the. I have to trim these. I love all the glimmer. Okay, I feel like we need one of these little starfish. Just a pile of shells. And then this here, we can pop that guy up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's an odd number. I can live with that. Let's go to the greetings. So let me put my glue pen in. So I want to emboss a greeting. This is the you've been on my mind. Oh, you're on my mind and in my heart. But I only want to do the top part. So we are going to try to selectively ink this up with my Versamark. If you wanted to stamp it, it would be easy to use your markers. You know, the not the blends, but the right markers, Stampin' Rights. All right, let's get our little strip of Tahitian embossing buddy. You know, this is still my very first one, and it's still got some in it. All right, we're going to use white embossing powder. So I'm going to try to see this eye from in, that's very close. So if I nick that, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to try to keep it as close to get the words I want. And I'll always be able to knock off any extra embossing powder, like with a paintbrush. So let's just try to keep it on the top. And stamp. Okay. And my fancy embossing powder holder.
It looks like mine.
Yep. Okay. Oh, good. Didn't get that too bad. So let me reach for, all right. So let's just take this, my dollar store paintbrush. Perfect. All right, let's fish this back in. So Sue, which one of the outgoing ink colors are you not going to miss? Ooh, look at that. Or, well, I should say, which one will you miss the least when it goes away?
Probably Evening Evergreen. I use the least.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just saying to Rosie the other day, I hope they swap Evening Evergreen for one of the other ones, like to keep it around, because I like it.
I
Okay,
like it.
hold
I
please.
just don't use it very much.
Yeah? All right, hold on.
Is that still the old heat gun?
It is. Yep,
Yeah,
I
I
have a
still have
new one.
mine too.
I bought a new one because this one was starting to make noises like 6 months or so ago. Every time I would use it, I'd put it away and it would like make the ticking noise. And I thought,
Really?
well, I better get a new one. And then I haven't had it, it hadn't made it again. So, trickery.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I am surprised that Evening Evergreen because I was saying I want them to switch that out for Mossy Meadow. I could live without that. Excuse me, and live and have Evening Evergreen in place of it. Yeah.
If Evening Evergreen made it, then I would want Soft Succulent too, because they go
Yes.
so well together.
They do go well together. Yep. Irene says Evening Evergreen is her favorite. And Gail says,
Yeah,
yep.
it's not that I don't like it, I just don't use it very much.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
miss Polished Pink the most.
Yes. I think out of those, yep. And I'm a fan of purple, so Fresh Freesia, but
Yeah,
I like Polished Pink better.
that is probably my second favorite.
Yeah. All right. Now this, I feel like needs some white or something behind it because, ooh, I do like to rip it. Maybe I just need to trim it a little closer. And I'm not going to drag my cutter back up for that. All right, and then this, a smidge. Yeah, I want to get that comment thing figured out so that you could see the comments too. All right, I think to make this match, I just have to rip this a teeny little bit. If it's gonna work. I just put my nails on like before I left work. All right, here we go. I got it started. I do not recommend this at home. This is, I should have left this longer to rip it. Oh, I need like the teeniest, tiniest little bit. All right, I get started with my teeth. I might have to rip it this way. Okay. All right, good enough. I just wanted that rough edge to kind of match with the edge around it. All right, so let's pop this up. And let me check comments. So Penny, you're not seeing comments either? Weird. So you're watching on Facebook, I mean on YouTube. Is anybody else on YouTube? Let me scroll up. Penny, 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 Penny. Sharon's on YouTube. So Penny, are you seeing, and Sean's on YouTube, are you seeing their comments? I don't think they've abandoned you, but you know, party of one. Penny on YouTube.
Penny is a
Penny,
party of one.
yes, she is. Penny, if I ever get over to Texas, you have to invite me to your house just to hang out. I promise I won't murder anyone.
But the killer is in the hallway.
Yeah. All right, so now we need to add some gems, and I wanted to use iridescent pearls because these are pretty cool. And then I thought I would use some of these seasonal sequins, the white ones. I like to mix it up. So let's add, let's do a big one here. So Sharon says, I just used Evening Evergreen with the Florets DSP, the navy floral and striped dot one. We'll post a photo. Good. We want to see it. And Peggy says she's on YouTube. She finds that Facebook comments don't play nice with YouTube. Oh, yeah, Peggy, for sure. You would only ever see the comments that are on YouTube. And then just like the Facebook people only see Facebook comments. But that's crazy that you're not seeing other people's, Penny. Cuckoo. All right, let's add a little one here. And then we'll add some of these. Got to have an odd number. And let's do one here. Small one, teeny tiny. And then I need another one like right here. Let's do a little one. I like to mix and match all the things. All right, I feel like I need one over here.
That's gorgeous.
But I'm gonna leave it because that's probably enough, right? 5 doodads, that'll do a person, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So we've got 4x6 Tahitian tide. Let's see. So we've got pearls, sequins, pearls, sequins, pearls. And then I hope some of that shimmer is coming through. Penny, should you go to Facebook? I mean, Gail's there now too, and Sean's there. So I don't know if you're not seeing anybody. You're only ever going to see one or the other, though. That's for sure. Okay, so that's my card. So now, thanks, Julie. So now what I want to do is flip over to Sue, her, and like I said, this is not going to be smooth. I need to remove myself and then
We're the
add
smoothest.
Sue's. Yeah, we're so smooth. Add to stream, and then we will solo layout Sue, and she's going to show us what she made for her friends are like seashells card. And explain to us what she did.
Ta-da!
Oh, nice. I love it.
This
I was so tempted to use those papers too.
this was a total comedy of errors.
Mm-hmm.
I This was the original base. I embossed this.
Uh-huh.
This I think is two, oh, 1 7/8 by 4 7/8 ish.
You'll have to give that me later because I lost my pen. My
That's
pen, my
okay.
favorite pen ran out of ink. Oh wait, here's one. All
It's
right, so you said
1 1/3 also,
one and three
and I think
quarters.
that's about three. This one was just a scrap that was in the package, and
Uh-huh.
it fit. Okay. So anyway, I got the front all done. I embossed. Let's see. First, I cut a piece of the distressed gold
Uh-huh.
with this, and then I put it in the folder
Yep.
because
To give it
that
all that
is,
texture.
oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So
And
that's petal pink, right?
yes,
Yep. Okay.
and here's
Ooh,
the big conch shell. I just love
nice.
that, but there
Yeah.
wasn't room. So
Yeah.
anyway, and then the little bits of seaweed I just cut apart and
Yep.
tucked here and there.
Nice. Bring
And
it closer to your
then
camera.
and
Ooh,
then
I
I glued this to the base and discovered it was a left-handed card.
like it. We all
Yeah,
make those.
yeah. And I didn't really know any left-handed friends, so I had this piece already scored for an easel card in
Uh-huh.
my bin of broken toys,
Right.
so I made it into an easel card, and I
Oh,
put
nice.
another shell on there to hold it up.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. And it's
I
got
love it.
um, the pearls or whatever they're called from the holiday mini,
Uh-huh.
the ones that are
Festive
missing.
pearls. Yeah.
Pardon? Yeah, yeah.
Jamie says she's left-handed. You could send that card to her.
Well, now it's not left-handed anymore.
Now it's all-handed.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Nice.
So
I
that's,
love it.
I can't
So,
believe we didn't do anything even close to the same in color.
yeah, I was
Um,
thinking gold, but then I was like, no, I really want the Tahitian. And
I
that
love
probably
it
would have gone with
together.
silver. Hmm.
Yeah. So this
Funny.
one is a
Renun.
ranunculus,
Hmm.
and I am using gray granite ink. And I was having a hard time thinking. I made a few cards with this set, but all in blues
Uh-huh.
and little green. And I was just having a hard time, so I was looking through the catalog and I found this. I don't know what set that is. It's one of those. I don't know
Oh,
what
uh-huh.
it is. I don't have it.
I don't have it
Uh,
either. I think it's got like, oh, the bees are from it.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
flowers, and there's a bunch of weeds and
Yeah.
whatnot. And I thought, oh, that's gonna work. So I've got a 5.5 by 8.5 card base, and
And
here's
that's
the
in what color?
gray granite.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And I've got a piece of the sun prints because the other side is gray granite.
Yep.
And
That Sunprints paper is pretty.
I love that.
Hmm.
This little guy is cut out of the dies from the ranunculus,
Uh-huh.
and this leaf, I love that. That's my
Love that.
favorite in the whole set.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, I couldn't find my stamps.
That would
I
be
knew they,
unfortunate.
Yeah, I knew they couldn't be real far away, but I got these done yesterday, so who knows where things are today.
Right. That's a whole new day.
Yes.
Oh, Gail says they're both better stampers than I am. You shut up.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
please.
So that's gonna go there. And this pad is so dang juicy.
Yeah.
Um, I've got to be really careful with it. The one on the inside of the other one got a little gloppy.
Yeah. That reminds me that I still need to re-ink my early espresso ink pad.
Well, it's going to be good enough, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, that leaf wants to get dark. Okay. Let's see, get that out of the way.
Sean
And
says, stop fishing, Gail. You know how awesome you are.
yeah,
See, Sean's right.
this doesn't look. Is this vanilla? I don't know.
Maybe.
It just doesn't look quite the same.
It
But
looks slightly different.
yeah, you're not going to see both of them at the same time anyway, so
Uh-huh.
I'm going with it. Okay, and then I've got light calypso,
Oh, okay.
and I Googled what color ranunculuses were, and they come in shades of yellow, orange, maybe pink.
Huh.
A lot of colors anyway.
Right.
And the leaves come in a bunch of colors.
That's funny. I never bothered to think like I should make it whatever color it should be. I just make them whatever I want.
Well, I know that's what I did with all the rest of them I have done. But I thought, I'll just check and see because I never heard of a ranunculus before.
Well, I mean, when that came out in the catalog, it was so pretty. I wanted to get it, but I had to look up how you pronounce it. I've never seen that word before.
I know.
And it looked like there was too many N's.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's no shading going on because there's enough shading in the stamp. So,
Uh-huh.
sorry, Gail.
Gail would have some coloring tips for us because that's her specialty.
Gail would have shaded all this, and yeah,
Well, yeah. She makes it look so easy and so quick.
no, nobody's got time for that.
Yeah, Penny. Penny says loves that everyone has such different ideas. Yeah. This is when I really miss our get-togethers because I mean, we would just pass around the same stamp set. Everybody would make enough, like if there was four of us, we'd all make four cards and we got such a variety because you're right. Everybody has their own styles and what colors they gravitate towards and so much fun.
Remember chocolate chip?
Yes. Oh my God.
That one year, I swear every one of your cards had some chocolate chip in it.
That was my favorite color.
Uh-huh.
I mean, early espresso, I like it, but the chocolate chip was just like a little bit redder, I think.
Yeah, it was softer.
Yeah. And who doesn't like
Um,
chocolate?
but I think I like the espresso a little better.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to let go of chocolate chip because I don't have any more cardstock left, but I do still have the ink pad. Gail says we should do it here at Sue's house.
Yeah.
Yep. Penny, did you sit in different rooms? No, Penny, we actually sat at we'd always go to Virginia's house, and when she lived in Minneapolis, we would sit in her dining room table and I mean, we had the ink pads down at one end of the table and whoever sat next to the ink pads, it was usually Di and either me or Sue. We had to be the ink pad biatches and hand everybody the colors they wanted. And then we had like the stamp sets lined up in the middle and punches. There was stuff all over the house like that we
There
would have to
really,
fetch.
there really weren't many dyes back then, though.
Right. There was a lot of punches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there weren't many dyes. Yeah, Rose
No.
says she loves cinnamon cider. I love that too, as far as
Yeah.
a different shade of brown, much lighter. But yeah, I do still have cinnamon cider with a full pack of paper as a backup. I wouldn't mind if they brought that one back. That wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Oh, nice. So that one's going on the inside. Trickery. I
Yeah.
was wondering how that was going to fit on the front there.
Yeah. Um, and then,
And then,
and then, I usually do this before, but I wasn't sure if that was allowed, so I didn't.
you could do whatever you want. Yeah, there's no rules
Oh,
other
I
than use the stamp set that we agreed on. Peggy says tempting turquoise was her favorite. Yep. I still have a pack and a half of that I love. Yeah, because that's been gone for a while. I mean, this
oh,
Tahitian tide
long
that they brought
time.
back or brought in is very close, but yeah, I love that tempting turquoise.
Yeah,
I never thought we'd see it again.
it looks very dull though compared to the new one.
Yeah, surprising how different they are.
Yeah. I'm looking for my washi, but
I like this deal because I can put my stuff away as I'm sitting here and while you're doing some work. So
there you go.
I am digging this.
You put stuff away?
I am putting stuff away right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, some
I
of
should
it.
I should try that.
Like the
Oh,
ink pads live in a certain place. They need to go back in their homes.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying
Irene
to
says
get.
Blush Blossom was her favorite of all time.
Oh, remember all the gorgeous cards Nikki made with Blush Blossom?
Yes, and chocolate chip, wasn't
And
it?
I
Some
think it wasn't it Going Gray?
going gray. Yep.
She did a lot of the pink and gray.
Yeah. Because that may have been before we had crumb cake, or did she have crumb cake in there?
I
I don't
don't
remember. But I do know,
because
yeah, she
before we had crumb cake, didn't we have like this kind of it was a just craft or something?
I don't know if it was the
I don't
ink color.
remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, it's been 20
Yep.
years.
It's been a bunch of years, like all the
Can't
years,
remember
everything.
yesterday mostly.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I
And then,
use the little like ledger looking one.
yes, I love that.
I do too.
Yeah.
And just did it in Versamark because my um, gray granite is so dark, so juicy,
Uh-huh.
and I just wanted it real faint.
Uh-huh. Creamy caramel. Sean wins. That was it.
That
Creamy
was a good one.
caramel. Yep. But that would have been the one we were thinking of that was before crumb cake. And that probably Nikki used so much of with the blush blossom. That's it for sure, Sean. Yep.
And Mellow Moss, I was so bummed when they got rid of Mellow Moss.
Yeah. I liked Pretty in Pink as far
Yep,
as a good, nice like baby pink.
yep.
Because that
That and
powder pink we had was too light. And then
yep,
this, I mean, petal, I like it okay, but let's face it, it's got an orange tint to it.
yeah. It's definitely peachy.
Yeah. Yep. Penny Mrs. Basic Brown. I remember that when we had that. Yep.
Okay, so the greeting is you are a true friend.
Aw.
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 And this is a scrap I cut off of um, for layers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Rose wants Pretty in Pink back as well. I mean,
Yeah, that was
something they could get closer, you know?
what was it
Irene's
back?
asking, do you think we'll get a new color revamp in 2023? Mm, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if we had a few new colors, but I don't know.
It's either going to be this year or next year, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Is it on like a schedule or are we just reading more into it?
I don't know if it's a, hard schedule,
Hard schedule. Hey, Vicky.
but it seems like it's every, like maybe 5-ish years.
Okay. And Irene says it has been 5 years. Peggy, Mrs. Bashful Blue. Yep, that was a good baby blue too.
Yep.
Balmy Blue's just a touch dark, darker.
Mhm. I should have used my cutter for this. I am butchering it.
It's good enough.
Can't see it from an airplane.
Yeah. Well, nobody can get on an airplane these days anyway, at least
Well,
Southwest. So,
that's only, yeah. It's only if it's Southwest.
right. Everybody
That's
else is good, right?
Well, Kate's flight down here she was 13 hours late.
Oh, at least she made it. Hi, Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horror stories that are going on.
And being late, she made it on my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then she took me out for Mexican.
Very nice. She's a good daughter.
She is.
So Penny still got River Rock, Sahara Sand, chocolate chip, yep, crumb cake. So Penny, do you keep yours like all your browns together in your drawer? All your blues together? Do you keep them by color? I've got too many issues. Like I still have to organize mine by color family and then alphabetically. But I know plenty of people do like the rainbow organizing their colors.
Taste the Rainbow?
Yeah. Vicky, yep,
Okay.
cool Caribbean. Okay.
Oh, I love that one.
I like
Um,
that peeking out.
this is 2 by 4.5.
Okay.
And this I was going to do something different on this one. I don't know what color this was, but it's going to be gray granite now.
Yeah. Yeah, Peggy, I would like to see the crumb cake envelopes come back too. For sure. I don't know why they did that to us.
The what?
When they got rid of the crumb cake envelopes, as for
Oh,
in the
yeah.
medium envelopes.
Yep. I still
Yeah.
have some.
No, they've only got the craft in the note cards and envelopes. So it's only in that size, but you can't just buy like the medium.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
Okay, and this I'm just going to stick behind the flower.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about the stem because that's going to be covered up anyway.
Uh-huh.
And I just had them here.
The little dimensionals. Yeah, I just had to order a
Oh,
bunch
here
of
they are.
dimensionals.
I stuck
Somehow
my
I was down to like none. Yeah, Vicky, Mellow Moss. Yep. That's what we were saying earlier. That was a good green.
Mellow
It's a
moss
penny. Mellow moss. Yep.
and perfect plum or pale plum. Oh, I
Those were
love
good
those
together.
together.
Yeah. You know which one I don't miss a whole lot is Sage Shadow. I mean, it kind
I
of reminds
liked
me.
it.
I liked it with certain colors. Like I liked
Yeah,
it with chocolate chip.
I bet it would look good with early espresso.
Yeah. But then again, everything goes with chocolate chip.
That's true.
Yeah. Ooh,
Um,
I like that.
the I think the soft succulent is similar to the sage shadow.
Similar. I'll agree. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it. Yep. Maybe a little bit darker.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, it
I
would not hurt my feelings if they brought evening evergreen and soft succulent into the mix. Oh, I like that. So you just pop the flowers up and the leaves and the stem was glued down flat.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can really see. There you can.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Um, yeah, and
And
then
then, and then,
I use the champagne sequins because
yep.
they
They
look
go.
they look like um whatever that was.
Petal pink.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. They look, I like champagne as a good generic. They go with a lot of colors,
Yeah, they
like
do.
browns, golds, grays. Like they really go. And bronze or copper, like if you're going to do embossing, they go with a lot of different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Vicky, I agree. She says some of their colors can be so similar, but with just a different name. Yeah. Ooh, I like that, Sue.
And that no more and thens.
No more and thens.
No more and thens.
Well, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
What color was the marker again?
It was light
Calypso.
calypso.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the green was what color?
Light old olive.
Light old olive. I mean, you're gonna have to give me these measurements again later, but I was trying to write some stuff down. I love that.
Thank you.
All right. So now I'll show you, we'll go back to add to stream. Oops, see, told you this wasn't going to be smooth. Solo, I'll show you the card I made with the Ranunculus Romance. So I ended up not using the rose stamp. I went and used the die that came with it. And the only stamp I used was the greeting. So I went with a crumb cake base and then a crumb cake layer that is 4 by 5 1/4. Then there's another crumb cake layer that is, oh, where did my notes go?
You had notes?
I did 3 3/4 by 5. And then I cut, these papers are more of the tea shop papers. So,
Really?
yeah, so these are the ones. So I use these, the fresh freesia and the green, but they're the ones that has the lemons on the back and these petal pink dots. But I thought these looked more vintagey because then I ran it through, I glued them on. Let's go back. Each square, this is 1 7/8 by 2 1/2. So you need 4 different ones. I glued them onto the piece of crumb cake, then ran the whole thing through the embossing folder with the hive folder, and then I just ran my ink pad on top of the honeycombs to pick up all that, the raised
Oh,
up bits.
cool.
Yeah. So then I tried to stamp that, the strip of like lace from the stamp set. I tried to stamp it down here, but then I realized, hello, you can't do that if you've already embossed it. It's not going to touch anything. So I just went back and ink blended all the edges around. And then, so I've got that, I cut that same little flower piece out. So that's the only thing similar we have is this
Oh, I
die.
didn't even see that down there.
Yeah, I cut two of
Oh,
them
I
out
love
in the
that.
parakeet party. Yeah. And then this was the, this is garden green with that bow punch. And I just stuck them under. This, I cut both pieces of the flower out of the fresh freesia, but the overlay piece, I took my ink pad and I put it on the table, the die cut, and I put the ink pad right on it directly, and it got that much darker. And then
That's gorgeous.
actually, I made one, yeah, with petal pink too, the same, because I was undecided, but that really got a lot darker. So
Yeah,
yeah, fresh freesia,
way more orange.
and then this is popped up, and I snuck one of these, whatever they're called in here. I always buy these things because I think they're going to be interesting, and then I never end up using them. Open leaf trinkets. I thought they had possibilities because they've got the hole at the end, and I thought
Make them
those would be
into
good.
earrings.
Yeah, earrings or danglers from like, you know, for an album or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then yeah, the greeting I popped up, and then I added a bunch of the iridescent rhinestones. So that was my
That's really
version.
pretty.
Yeah. So I like how we didn't have the same colors.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, let me remove. Actually, I'll remove that from stream, and I'll remove that from stream. And oops, exit solo. So we're both back. Okay, so I really had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I hope, Sue, you had fun. So I
Oh,
want to
not
do
at
this.
all.
Not at all. There was
Not
not
at all.
enough giggling and laughing going on.
And you weren't underwater.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. We've had so many technology challenges trying to figure out this week, but I'm glad we figured it out.
Well, and last time it worked perfect, and then we
Yeah.
get on tonight a little early, and she sounds like she's
Underwater. Yeah.
drowning.
Right. Gulp, 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 gulp. Yeah. So all right. So yeah, I definitely want to do this again. I like having a guest stamper, and Gail's already been volunteered to be my next victim. I just don't know how often, but probably I've got some things that I'm changing next year. Um, but I'm glad we got to do this, especially since it was the last Thursday of the year. Next week, so I'll have my blog updated probably tomorrow, maybe Saturday. And I've got actually a mini scrapbook class coming in January. So I'm going to have post info about that. Penny snorted a few times. That's awesome.
Hey, do you have, I keep forgetting to ask you, do you have one of those things on your stand for your phone that holds your iPad?
I have two stands. I have that Arcan thing for my
Yeah,
phone, and then I have a thing that I got off Amazon for my iPad. So it holds it up like
I
higher.
just ordered one that fits on the pole of my
Uh-huh.
arc,
Okay.
so hopefully that will
Yeah. So
keep
that'll
it
be
there.
higher. Maybe you'll have to see how high you can put it up there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
if
so
even
so
if
it
it would
doesn't
like
catch.
catch
So then
what?
the light's right in the way.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
move that.
Yeah. You'll have to we'll do some more testing and figuring.
But that's not coming till Wednesday, so.
Okay. All right. Got plenty of time. So, yes, everybody, thanks for being here. Happy New Year. I guess Gail, or not Gail, Sue, are you coming on tomorrow, or are you going to be busy?
I have plans that I'm going to be, but
Okay, good.
Lundy is coming home tomorrow.
He is.
He is.
Okay.
So depending on how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just see. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
But I do
Okay.
have plans to do it.
Okay. I'm really glad he's coming home for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
As long as he
gosh.
doesn't fall over again and you have to call the neighbor.
I told him, I said, are you going to behave? Are you going to sit
Right.
on the chair in the shower?
Right.
Yes. Are you
Yep.
sure? Yes. Because last time I bring this lawn chair in the shower for him because the
Yeah.
little actual shower stool that he putzes on in the garage was too low. So I brought this lawn chair in and I said, please sit on it. So every couple minutes I'd go in the bedroom. Are you okay? Yep. You okay?
Uh-huh.
Yep. You okay? Nope.
Mm,
Yeah, he
what a
didn't think he
dummy.
could wash his legs without standing up.
Man.
Exactly.
Sean says Happy New Year, everyone, too. Gail says Amen.
Happy
Good.
New Year,
Julie says
Sean.
good news. Yep. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, so hopefully we'll see Sue again tomorrow. And then we'll see Gail on Sunday.
You'll only
And
see much though.
right. We'll see. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. Thanks again, Sue, for being my first guinea pig. And I will catch you guys next Thursday. Will be my January workshop. So we're gonna do country. What's that? Country Lane bundle. Yeah,
Is that
not
the one with all
always.
the animals?
No, Country Lane. The one it's like the heart with the heart punch. It's not
Oh,
just for
okay.
Valentine's. That's
Yep.
that's what I'm saying anyway. So yes. So Gail says no Sunday. She'll see us Wednesday. Okay. All right, you guys. So thanks
Alrighty.
again. We're gonna end and Sue, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go eat dinner. So all right, good night everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye bye.
Bye.